Did you guys think it was over? Oh no, sweetheart. Since VH1 was recently found slipping, and the receipts are uglier than a brawl at a hip-hop and love reunion with 2 drinks at the very least, we're just getting started. Word on the street is that you should get those pearls. The fallout from these scandal-plagued neighborhoods is that Mena's kid could not be who we believed. Its nuclear, chilly, an already precarious empire was suddenly shocked to its core by a shocking new leak. Additionally, Mendeecees Harris is currently in the midst of a serious DNA catastrophe. We're discussing cover-ups, test tampering, and wait for ITAN internal VH1 inquiry that they purportedly attempted to conceal. Why is everyone all of a sudden silent? Erica is lawyering up, but why? And how did Mendeecees suddenly become a possible fraud suspect after being accused of being a deadbeat? According to sources, Erica's contract contains a covert paternity provision. At a family reunion, a production helper disappeared more quickly than Mendeecees, and a sealed test result mysteriously disappeared. Do not blink or breathe, as what we are about to reveal may be the most significant reality TV scandal since Stevie J's mishandled child's assistance on national television. Hold on tight. The real spectacle has only barely begun. Oh, so you believed that Erica, Mena, and Mendeecees' anarchy had finally subsided. Hold on tight, because this fire has just exploded into a full-fledged conflagration that is destroying every hallway at VH1 more quickly than security can yell. Cut the cameras. After Erica Mena revealed her baby bombshell, the whole reality TV community turned upside down. Fans were debating Mendeecees' prior transgressions one moment. Next up, VH1 is being confronted by a DNA controversy inquiry, and rumors have it that it may not end there. According to sources, a casual production check-in for the impending reunion special was the first step. However, producers encountered the one thing they cannot control: a real-life controversy that has the potential to ruin numerous careers instead of planned drama and anticipated shading. According to reports, Erica arrived unexpectedly with a vengeance that no publicist could control, as well as documents several. According to crew members, the tension was so high that a camera tripod might cut it. Furthermore, what few, she disclosed. Mendeecees may wish he had never agreed to that season's contract, to put it mildly. According to reports, Erica accused Mendeecees of falsifying a paternity test that was broadcast during the previous season. As you are aware, everyone was certain that the baby wasn't his. Because of this, Erica is accusing Mendeecees of using a cousin, a producer, and possibly even a VH1 to assist manipulate the test results, and she is blaming him directly for the manipulation. An accusation at the federal level? Perhaps not. However, this is DEFCON 1 in the hip-hop and love worlds. And that's only the start. Since Erica's comments became more aggressive, the claims started to surface. Mendeecees wasn't simply involved. She claims he planned every detail, including who would read the results on screen. She claimed that he desired to leave the relationship, the accountability, and out of the public eye, but only if he could appear like the victim and leave. Erica claims she was left to bear the brunt of the criticism, the baby, and the responsibility. This is where things become even more chaotic. A screenshot purportedly taken from a group discussion amongst producers discussing containment tactics after Erica began inquiring about retesting the baby was released by a production-related source. Yes, people. Tactic for containment. What sort of program is this? A reality show or a government agency? But let's go back a little. Erica has dealt with scandal before. Longtime viewers recall the on-camera breakdowns, the tearful reunions, and the safety drama. Undoubtedly, she is well known for having a fiery personality, but the evidence is what sets this apart. This time, Erica isn't simply venting. She will be bringing receipts, time-stamped emails, lab reports, and medical documents. According to an unnamed crew member, they had never laid eyes on Erica. Thus, serene, so meticulous, so perilous. And you pay attention when a crew member who makes a livelihood by filming slap fights says someone appears dangerous. Mendeecees, meanwhile, has said nothing. Completely quiet. No damage control. No cryptic tweets. No Instagram lives. And believe me, when things get messy, this man usually can't resist a nice Bible quote that uses passive aggression. Now, however, crickets, which are causing admirers to wonder, what is he hiding? There are a lot of hashtags on social media. Hashtag Snagit is popular right now. Fans are generating side-by-side photos and speculations in droves. comparisons, analyses of vintage reunion videos, and even a request for a comprehensive examination of the production ethics of hip-hop and love. I need an investigation into every test on this network since 2009 if VH1 allowed Mendeecees to falsify a DNA test. One Twitter user wrote. Another said Yandy's cries for justice last season, but for whom? Erica may have been the one speaking the truth all along. Cast members' responses are also flooding in. A mysterious phrase about karma coming up faster when receipts are involved was shared by Siwa and Santana. In a 5-minute Instagram live, Rich Dollars drank tea with the message, "Y'all not ready," and said nothing else. And let's not even talk about Mama Jones. While supporters bombarded the comments section, informing her that DNA doesn't lie, she went into full YouTube tantrum mode, yelling that these chicks want to trap a king. However, perhaps, if someone manipulates it, it does lie. According to reports, VH1 executives are currently in a panic. According to one leaked memo, senior brass urged lawyers to be ready for escalations, seeing this as a possible danger to brand integrity. According to an insider, the network is thinking of removing repeats of the season in which the test was broadcast in order to stay out of trouble with the law. When even the repeats are too offensive for television, you know it's horrible. However, this is the kicker. According to Erica, she's not content to simply call him out. She wants a formal retest to be filmed in an impartial setting with her own attorney present and a judge-selected independent lab. She wants the truth, but she also wants to expose those who have lied, covered up, or turned a blind eye. Not our words, but hers. There was more to this than a man lying. It had to do with a system, assisting him in doing so. Producers, co-stars, and even that one assistant who always brings the green juice to the set might be part of that system. Because Erica Mena doesn't stop with just the cards. When she decides to take down a house of cards, her goal is to hit the entire deck, and here is precisely where things become even more sinister. Enter the receipts just when you thought there was no more spinning in this carnival. Whether real or not, the love and hip-hop fanbase were blown away by what was released in the middle of the night, so social media doesn't give a damn. A purported screenshot from Erica's encrypted backup cloud started making the rounds. Within it, a message exchange about a possible second paternity test between Erica and a person identified as EMS lawyer. Yes, second, you heard correctly. Not the one from the previous season. Not the VH1 proud one advertised before every commercial break, but a secret, sealed test that was covered by an NDA reportedly revealed a completely different result. People went crazy. Comments went wild. A lot of DCs have been lying. I look forward to this kind of drama every year. Then followed the voice notes, which were anonymous. Yes, more leaks. One of them had a woman posing as a VH1. The internet nearly crashed. When attempting to confirm the production assistant's statement, they told us to shut the cameras off. Said this can't make a tear. Supporters began drawing parallels to behind-the-scenes interviews from the reunion specials of Love and Hip Hop. It matched, according to some. Others claimed that since the tea was already steaming hot, it made no difference. Mendeecees, meanwhile, shared a now-deleted ominous Instagram narrative. One line, white letters, and a black screen, and a black screen. Soon enough, everyone will see it. What precisely are we meant to see, sir? Erica, however, didn't say anything. No shade, no sponsored fashion posts, no tweets. The blaze was simply fueled by that silence. The drop that turned everything upside down then came. What appeared to be a subpoena issued in Atlanta County was provided by a third party. A random Twitter account with 5 followers that has since disappeared. The document, which at best appeared dubious, and at worst was photo-manipulated, charged Mendeecees with obstructing justice by citing intervention in a federal paternity case that is being reviewed because of fabricated paperwork. Wait, federal documents were faked. The dirty baby daddy scandal just turned into a full-fledged legal controversy. Within minutes, the post went viral. Thousands of retweets, with celebrities commenting. So Fair even used a popcorn emoji when reposting it. Additionally, when things become wilder as you explore deeper. It was alleged that Erica had requested a private change to her child's birth certificate. That action drove bloggers into overdrive, though it's unclear why. Was she defending herself? Brace yourself. Or was she going to take Mendeecees completely off the record? Was there always a third man involved? All of a sudden, individuals began to analyze previous incidents. Reddit timestamps were blowing up threads. See episode 3 of season 9. When Mendeecees enters the room, notice how she gives him a sidelong glance. Do you recall the situation at the baby shower? She had a dejected expression. Fans started using this new scandalous perspective to reinterpret everything. It resembled the reality TV version of the Zapruder movie. After that, someone discovered an old, unnoticed snippet from a hip-hop and love song display. Muttering that wasn't even meant to happen is heard from men who are obviously upset. In the story, we were in agreement. Back then, the majority of people thought it was just a drama or an infidelity rumor with Yandhi, but that sentence is now being heard quite differently. Just that video rekindled the hashtag Justice for Erica. Supporters began urging VH1 to make the uncut video available. There were petitions. Timelines were overrun by TikToks. Then, in a move that no one could have predicted, a fresh rumor surfaced, this time from a purported former legal intern at the VH1 parent company, Business. They claimed that some cast members had agreed to hush money in exchange for updated NDAs, which would have prevented some items from airing, such as the actual outcome of Erica's paternity case. Let's face it, the majority of hip-hop and love enthusiasts would denounce this conspiracy hypothesis as ridiculous. Oh no. These are the same fans that deciphered Jocelyn's freestyle tirades, traced Mimi Shower Rodrade, and foresaw Kirk Frost's DNA scandal months before it was broadcast. Because of their dedication, these people were prepared to burn down the entire house when they smelt the smoke. Then an unexpected moment arrived. Yandhi tweeted something cryptic. Just 2 words, delivered to you all without any background or justification. That was it. And the collective intellect of the internet was lost. Was she aware from the beginning? Was she actually siding with Erica? Or was this simply her way of putting a nail in her estranged husband's coffin as his reputation burned brightly? In any case, one thing became evident. The situation on VH1 was getting totally out of hand. At that point, the putative whistleblower appeared on TikTok with sunglasses, and the members of the hip-hop cast publicly grasped their pearls during group production. They claimed that legal teams had filed several revisions prior to the final DNA plot broadcast. She said that one version, which was hidden in the archive and marked "Do Not Use," did, in fact, contain a different father's name. That one video earned 4.5 million views in 12 hours. The people no longer just suspected VH1 of concealing the truth. They were charging the network with deliberately swaying a woman's reality and utilizing maternity as a ratings-boosting tool. Not everyone was upset with Mendeecees. No longer. Everybody infuriated them. The martyr was Erica, the manipulator, Mendeecees, and VH1 is the antagonist. By this point, popular blogs had taken it up, deepening headlines like DNA drama, following an alleged cover-up that topped trending pages and caused silent concern behind the scenes. Erica Mena's maternity mystery turns federal and minds are under fire. Production-related sources stated there were emergency meetings. They hired public relations consultants. According to some, VH1 even thought of canceling future shows to prevent more uproar. Fans, however, weren't slowing down. Trending were hashtag free the footage and numbered DNA for EA. Suddenly, a GoFundMe that purported to raise money for the true father's legal bills surfaced online. Additionally, some place a fuzzy snapshot that an elderly reality TV blogger claimed to be the actual test result envelope was posted amid the commotion. It was written with a name other than Mendeecees. At that point, things begin to shift from crazy to insane. Because what followed would make even the most clumsy plot twist in the history of hip-hop and love seem manageable. And guess who decided to make a fresh claim right when we thought it couldn't get much messier? Mendeecees himself. Yes, exactly. This man enters the scene with a smug grin and a well-practiced story after remaining silent for weeks. His team claims that Erica is merely attempting to create drama in order to stay in power and that the whole thing is just a huge misunderstanding. Pertinent, oh really, because we're rather certain that DNA doesn't lie. And neither do those VH1 producers working behind the scenes, who are now allegedly hiring legal counsel to guard against being implicated in evidence tampering. And, darling, let's chat about Yandhi Few. Yandhi is exuding First Lady energy. Calm and polished, but with a side eye that can cut through steel, while Erica is out here flipping tables and demanding retests. According to sources, Yandhi sobbed into her microphone pack backstage following a recent taping, reportedly telling producers, "I don't even know who he is anymore. Baby, the heartbreak is real." The woman supported this man through infidelity and prison. She is now expected to remain silent while another woman's child becomes entangled in her family tree due to rumors and custody disputes. Very few do not. Social media is a minefield in the meanwhile. Investigators on TikTok are examining Erica's baby photos as if they were a CSI case. Users have been comparing Mendeecees' mugshot and the baby's dimples side by side. One commenter went so far as to claim that the infant had more Harris in him than Mendeecees' own children. Help us all, Lord. The drama doesn't end there though, so hold on. There was a whole piece shot last season that directly contradicts the DNA findings they aired. According to one of VH1's own assistant editors who has since been fired, mind you. It seems that months prior to the season finale, Erica had undergone a different paternity test, but the findings were not definitive. But you know what? The public is so interested in the tape that court reporters are now being assigned to follow the narrative as though it were a celebrity murder trial. Now, Mendeecees' attorney is declining to comment. All of a sudden, Erica's attorney is interviewing anybody who would listen. Additionally, somewhere near the center of a baby who didn't request to be involved in any of this mayhem. The question now is, who is lying? Who is defending whom? And who will fall first? This scandal is far from over. That much is certain. The next chapter of this fiasco may be the most explosive yet, with Mandy refusing to blink, Erica promising more receipts, and VH1 desperately fighting to maintain its reputation. The big bombshell hasn't even been released yet, so if you think we're done talking about it, think again. Alright, said OBTA, ChatGPT. And suddenly, the web of lies continues to come apart more quickly than VH1 is capable of clearing its own trash. You have to wonder what else they have been concealing if this is what has been going on behind closed doors. For the length of time have these scandals been simmering in the background while fans were given stage drama and images. Ideal times, spent with family Yandi, Erica, and Mendeecees. They are now the cautionary story, but their names once meant gold ratings. What began as a spicy reality TV plot has developed into full-blown turmoil that includes phony therapy sessions, possible DNA fraud, and now an inquiry that has the potential to upend the whole hip-hop and love industry. We'll toss it to you. Now, do you think Erica is telling the truth? Is Mendeecees getting exposed at last for the manipulator that some claim he has always been? And with its most lucrative performers embroiled in scandal, what does this mean for VH1? Let go of your most outrageous theories. Don't hold back in the comments. Because if we've learnt anything from history, the problem with this staff is that nothing ever turns out as planned. Click the like button, select subscribe, and activate alerts because this narrative is far from over. And have faith in us. The next shocking revelation is imminent.